Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is the second video in my series of Dollar Tree Christmas crafting. So in this video you're going to see two different crafts. One of them is a candy cane burlap wreath and the other one is a centerpiece that I created for my dining room table. So let's get into the video. So this next project is a burlap candy cane wreath. It turned out so cute. So first off, you're going to need this wreath form, which I got at the Dollar Tree. And then you're going to need some zip ties, which again, I got at the Dollar Tree, and some kind of ribbon. And this ribbon, I did not get at the Dollar Tree. I got it at Michael's for 70% off on Black Friday, but you can get some at the Dollar Tree as well. So you can see here, I did tie off the end with the zip tie, and that just gets you a really good secure ribbon here. So then you're going to take your ribbon and you're going to put it back behind one of the bars that are on it. So what you're going to do is you're going to bring the ribbon up and around it from the back. So you're just pulling it and you're pushing it. So you just pull and push, and it kind of takes a little bit of a practice in the beginning, but once you kind of get the hang of it, it kind of comes together, and you want to get that really tight. So you see how I'm pulling it, and then I'm also keeping the ribbon or the burlap really even as I'm pulling it. That way you get more of an even ruffle on that. So you're just going to continue to just pull and push. And you may feel like you have too much, but you don't. You want it to be quite a bit, because there's a couple sections where I did not get quite enough and it was a little bit loose. So I'm going to actually put some embellishments on those areas. But you just keep going around, just keep doing that same thing. I just had to keep adjusting it as things were kind of coming uneven and the ribbon was starting to fold. But you just keep just pulling it through and pushing it, pulling and pushing. And I'm hoping that this shows a good angle on what I'm doing. I was just really into the project, and I was, making sure it was in the frame. But I'm hoping that you guys can see what I'm doing here. And anyway, so I used on this first side, I ended up using a lot of ribbon. I think I used about 20 feet of ribbon on this. I don't know if you would need that much normally. Like I said, this is the first time, and there's a couple sections that were really fuller than others. And then when you get to the end, finally, you want to go ahead and tie it off again with a zip tie. And I just left those like that until I was done with the entire project. And then after I was done with that first color, I just kind of went through and kind of fluffed it up a little bit. And then this is kind of what the back looks like when you're all done. Okay, so now I'm going to start with the other side. So I'm just starting it off the same way. This ribbon was a little bit wider than the other and a little bit stiffer. It actually worked a lot better. So I think a stiffer, wider ribbon is probably the way to go. But the other one still worked out good. So I'm just tying off the end again with a zip tie. And then I'm just going to do the same thing. You just kind of pull it, push it, pull it, push it. So I'm hoping that this actually looks like a better angle than I did on the other one. So I'm just going to continue doing that all the way through until I get done. And another tip is to give yourself a lot of slack with your ribbon, because the more slack you have, it seemed to me was like the easier it was to get it all through, or to just have a better rhythm of the pulling and pushing. So I just continue to do that all the way through. And like I said, this one took a lot less time. So I just tied it off at the end. And now this is what the finished kind of wreath looks like when it's all done. That other one, like I said, it turned out a lot better than the colored side, just because the ribbon was just a lot better. So now I'm going to go ahead and just cut off the ends of the zip ties. And then I just have a bunch of embellishments here. I wasn't sure what I was going to use at the time. I had so many different things I got at the Dollar Tree, the Dollar General, and I was just kind of going through and laying some stuff out. So I finally ended up with the love at the top, which I got at the Dollar Tree. And then I ended up using a couple of the snowflake ornaments that I also got at the Dollar Tree. So here is the finished product. I think it turned out super cute. Again, I hope that you guys are able to see exactly how I did that. If not, let me know down in the comment section and I will try to explain it to you a little bit better. So this next project is a centerpiece for my dining room table. So here I have a plate from the Dollar Tree, a lantern that lights up from the Dollar Tree, and some greenery that I got at the Dollar Tree. And since this light lights up, I can't glue it down to the plate like I planned on doing. The off and on switch is on the bottom. So what I had to kind of measure to see how far back I needed to put the greenery, so I could pick the lantern up and down to turn it on and off. So I just took some of the greenery and started gluing it down with my hot glue gun, and I just continued doing that all the way around the plate. First I started measuring out how much I needed. So I just did that first layer, glued it all the way around, kept kind of measuring a couple times with the lantern to make sure everything fit. So once I had that first layer down, I decided I wanted it a little bit fuller. So I went ahead and did a second layer on top of that. I ended up using 2 packages of that greenery. You get, I think, 12 of the pieces in each of the packages. And then I just had some embellishments. I wasn't sure what I was going to do. It actually took me a while to figure out how I was going to put all this together. I was going to use the berries, and then this is like all my whole thought process you guys are seeing. So anyway, I just had some different picks that I got at the Dollar Tree and the Dollar General, and a couple I think I got at Walmart as well. So I just kind of started looking what I liked, what would fit, and anyway, so it took me actually more time to figure out what embellishments I was going to use than it did to like put the whole project together. And the funny thing is, even though I measured the lantern, it still had a little bit of trouble fitting in there, so I had to kind of wrangle it in there. But this is what I ended up doing with the embellishments. And then I also had bought some little lights at the Dollar Tree as well, so I wanted to wrap those around there. And they just take a battery. They're just some little LED lights. So I got those all set up, and here is my finished centerpiece. I think it turned out super, super cute, and I think it looks really nice and something that I made myself, and it was all Dollar Tree products. So there you go, 2 more projects in my Dollar Tree Christmas crafting series. I have at least 2 more projects that I am going to do. So at least 1 more video. There may be more. I've been having a lot of fun doing this kind of decorating on a budget this year. So I hope you guys are enjoying these videos, and let me know down in the comments if you're going to try any of these, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.